Hello, today we will be looking at how to write a magnetic Facebook ad copy that converts and brings in sales like crazy. Now, this will be a practical step-by-step guide because first I will give you some of the principles and the best practices for the top performing ad copies, and then we will go ahead and build 3-4 different ad copies using different angles so that by the end of this video you'll be well versed and very comfortable to write a killer Facebook ad, from different angles, using different offers and using the different components. Here's the anatomy of every great converting ad. First, you grab your attention because, of course, people are on social media, on Facebook, to socialize and not to buy anything. So you have to stop them on their tracks because they don't know you. Your ad is reaching out to them, so you have to do something to stop them from scrolling. You have to stop the scroll. So you need a thumb stopping, scroll stopping, attention grabbing, call out, a quote, a fact, a stat, or a question. I'm giving general principles that could apply in any industry, but I'll be using real estate industry if we are assuming we are real estate agents trying to write an ad copy to get investors or buyers. An example of this will be you call out, right? So you could call out and say attention investors, or you could do that based on location. You could say attention Lagos, attention Abuja. Another helpful way to do that is to give a quote, a very powerful quote that could catch them in the trap. Another way to do that is to state a fact. You could say according to Forbes list, blah 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 blah, or you could give a stat: 57% of investors do this. Or you could start with a question because questions are very powerful. People like answering questions. So a way to stop them in the track is to ask a question. Do you know someone who is interested in investing in real estate? So that way, or do you know that 80% of people lose their investments to scam? So that way you grab their attention. And it's the next point here is to put a hook. You follow it up quickly with a hook. So you stop them, then you hook them and drag them into your ad. So after grabbing the attention or stopping them in their tracks, you have to pull them in with a hook, something that will make them move from the first sentence to read the remaining parts of the sentence. So the purpose of the first sentence is to stop them from scrolling. The purpose of the hook, which is a subsequent sentences, is to move them from that first sentence to read the remaining part of your ad copy. The next part is basically like the body of it, the main thing, the offer. What are you giving to them? What pain are you stimulating? What pleasure are you inciting? What are you offering them? Are you offering them a free book? Are you offering them a discount? Are you offering them a one-on-one consultation? Are you inviting them to a free event? What exactly are you offering? This is also an opportunity for you to quickly bring in your solution after stimulating the pain or inciting the pleasure or giving the offer. Another powerful strategy is to put a story, right? After you hook them, you could quickly go into a story. Few years ago, I did this, I could not do that, but now I did this. I want to help you achieve the same. Very, very powerful. Short 3, 4, 5 line story. Very powerful. You could also quickly handle objections. I know many persons have asked you to do this, but this is how this is different. Another very important section is the introduction. You have to humanize it. Instead of it remaining as a vague brand, you could quickly humanize your ad copy and then move on to say, hello, my name is Realtor Malik. I help investors, so you move on that way. The next very powerful component of an ad is a testimonial. You could quickly put a testimonial in brackets and put the person's name or initials of the person's names, or you could put a proof. And this is the same method we used to help 57 investors last year to invest in Ibejuleki, and this is the testimonial of one of them. So you put a proof or a testimonial, and it's very powerful. Next is a component that must be in all of your ads, or at least almost all. Is some form of scarcity, some form of urgency must be there. Why should they take action now? Of course, you want them to take action, but why do you want them to take it now? So you have to bring some urgency, some kind of time limited offer or scarcity in the commodity. So you say, okay, actually, we can actually work with only 15 or at most 16 investors at the moment. So you see, this is a fast offer. This is a fast moving offer that you should take action immediately. Or you say this promo ends 31st, 12 midnight on 31st, and today is 28th. So you have to take action immediately. You must give a reason for them to take an action. Next is the call to action. You can put the call to action at several places, but this is an important, there must be a call to action. There are several calls to action, but one that really works no matter what is learn more. It is less threatening. And it's also nice sometimes to sign out, because sometimes, especially if your copy gets very long, people don't want to read through. They will just jump to the end. So sometimes you could sign out to further humanize it, and just put your name and the name of your company, Realtor Malik Landway Investment, and then you put PS. This is a 50% off offer for some bungalows in Ibejulek, so you could sign up, because some person will just rush down to the end to just read the end part of your copy. So it's also a nice component to have. Now, I want to move on to give some very important point. First is, you must not put all of these components of the anatomy of a good ad copy in your ad. You must not. You could just grab attention, hook the person, put some scarcity, and move on. You must not include all. And these components are not in a particular order. Understand? You could just grab attention and move on to introduce yourself, and so you could rearrange all of these in no particular order. So I just labeled them 1 to 8. Does not mean it has to go in that order. Third, the goal of an ad copy is not to sell, because I see a lot of marketers, a lot of real estate agents make the mistake of trying to sell in the ad copy. That's not a good marketing practice. Your goal in the ad is to get the person to click to the next button. The selling will be in the next page. So that means if you are driving them to a lead form, or you are driving them to a landing page or your website or an article or a sign up form, that is where you sell them on filling the form, or on buying the product, or on booking for an inspection, or booking for a physical appointment, or you selling them on calling you. These days, it's nice to have 1 sentence paragraphs, just like this, 1 sentence paragraphs. Also, it is important to note that the best practice is to write short sentences. Short sentences, easy to read, simple to understand, and put a lot of white spaces. See a white space, white space, white space, white space, right? Emojis are very important. I rarely use them, but they are important. We've split tested both of them and discovered that the difference is not that much. So you could choose to use emojis or not, but it also adds, because it's a social media, and this is something that works on social media. Before you write an ad, you must be clear on your offer. I'm going to do a separate video on how to have strong, irresistible offer that people can't say no to, right? But generally, your offer should have a why. So you say, okay, maybe due to the pandemic, due to the Salah celebration, this is a Christmas. Why are you giving the offer? To help you achieve this, to help you do that. So every good offer should have a why. You should have a contrast between this one and that one. So, okay, previously it was this, but now due to the Salah Easter celebration, this is what we're giving. So there should be contrast that is good enough and wide enough. There should be a discount. There should be some form of price discount, a lessening of the burden on the side of the customer with respect to price, right? So you see, formerly it was 1.3 million. Now with this 50% off, it is 1.5 million. Urgency. To help you enjoy your Salah celebration, we are giving this offer, which previously was 3 million, but now is 1.5 million, so it's about 50% off for the first 30 people. And this offer for the first 30 people, and this offer ends by 31st of August. And good offers have guarantee, so that the risk is completely reversed or completely moved to you who is the marketer, you who is the salesperson. So if you can remove the risk completely, so you could see something like after your first installment and you are not able to complete it even after 48 months, we can completely return your money to you. We will just take away 5% for some administrative work and logistics. So you completely reverse and remove the risk. So there are many offers, but in this video we will be looking at a few of them, like massive discounts, which is a very powerful offer. Payment options, like you pay 30% and then you spread the remaining across 48 months. That's a payment option. Now you can pay small, pay in installment. Another great offer is bonuses. You can offer bags of rice, goods, free return tickets to Dubai. You can offer bonuses, buy 4 plots, get 1 free, and stuff like that. You could offer resources, lead magnet or downloadable PDF. So it could be in the form of writing or audio or video or online event like a seminar, webinar, or a training, maybe WhatsApp training. So that could be an offer, that we are doing a free training for investors to teach you how to navigate the line mines of Lagos and the Omonile and all those things. This is a free PDF showing you the 10 things to look out for before you even buy a land. Or you could do a training on land banking or rental income. Or you could do an event like an open house. We'll write an ad on open houses and I will give you the angle that has been working for me very well. Also very powerful is quiz. We discover that most times the leads we generate, especially for Facebook, and it's understandable, are usually not high quality leads, because people are not there with search intent or buy intent. They are there to socialize, and we are targeting them based on interest. So it's not as if they are actively searching for how where to buy land, how to buy land cheaper in Lekki. No, they are not searching. They are there to socialize, and you just interrupt them. So it's like an interruption marketing. So it's based on interest, not intent. So the quality of the lead may not be as great as YouTube ads or Google ads, right? They might be cheaper and you might get them in much volume. But one powerful way to fix that is to use quiz. You could use quiz. You could build quiz on an external site, maybe on your WordPress site, using a quiz plugin or a quiz software, and direct them from Facebook to the quiz. And if they could go through all those quiz questions, you discover that those leads are high quality because they have all the patience to go through them, and they might even eventually call you. Another way for you to do is to put a lot of questions on your lead forms. Another way to do it is to use bots, messenger bots, or any form of bots. Let me get a blank page and then we'll go into writing some of these ads immediately. Okay, let's start with where you have a free resource to give to the person. Maybe a PDF containing maybe tips on how to buy or how to sell land, house, or anything, or how to invest, or maybe a PDF of group of houses that or properties that you've curated and compiled. Great offer, or anything, whatever you're offering. Let's just try out something, and it can go anyway. Just use your creativity, just follow some of those options and those components. Could start with attention buyers, attention investors, attention Lagos, attention Abuja, attention buyers. So you could say attention investors or attention Lagos, and then you move on to it with a hook, right? It could be, as we said, it could be a fact. Say something like, according to Forbes, 220 billionaires have been created in real estate. So you see, you first grab the attention, then you state a fact, or you could move on with a question. Know anyone. Avoid the phrase you as much as possible. So instead of saying do you know, let's just avoid it as much as possible. Say, know anyone looking to buy a house in the next 6 months, Or if you're in rental income, you could like looking to rent a house or move, looking to relocate to Lagos. So you could ask any strong question, right? You could start with a question because people like answering questions. So you could either use a strong fact, or you could use a question, or you could use a quote from someone, right? Or you could just move in straight to addressing a pain. So what are some of the pains of investors? Getting scammed, interference from the government, individuals, communities, or families, getting fake documents. So you could bring that in. I'm just giving examples. You could go anywhere. You could use a fact, you could use a question. You could also use a shocking stat, say 50%, or something like warning: don't buy any land in Lagos without reading this. So you could say want to invest in real estate but don't want the drama of interference from individuals, families, communities, and the government. So you've hooked them, you've grabbed their attention, you are hooking them further to read on, right? Or you could say but don't want to with a faulty title or fake document. There are several ways, as I said, but just know the principles, and then you could apply it different ways and make your copy unique so that everybody won't be writing the same thing. So now you could move on. Your offer. What are you offering? Is it a free WhatsApp class? Is it a free webinar? Is it a PDF? What is it you're offering? So let's just assume we have compiled a list of verified properties with high return on investment. Verified properties, Lekki, and we are willing to offer them to you for free. Why? This is because I say every great offer needs a why. Help you avoid all the drama of being scammed and investing in poor, non-profitable properties. You could just go in any way, just give a good why there, right? I'm just freestyling here. So, but if we sit down properly, it could come out better. So you could move on to depending. You could give more benefits, features of there's a pleasure aspect now, the advantages, the solutions you're offering. Like, okay, you could go ahead to say these lands have verified titles, they are free from government interference, they have high ROI, they are located in certain places. So you could go ahead to put some of the features and the benefits, right? I won't go ahead to write them. You could go ahead to give some of the features and the benefits of the land. You could do it in bullet points, or alternatively, you could move on to the section of introducing yourself. I am Realtor Malik. I take pride in providing premium properties in very fast developing areas, or something like that. Areas, and high ROI. So you just humanize it. So now they know they are dealing with a real human being, an actual human being. So you can move on to give the features, but then don't forget urgency, scarcity, discount. Or if that's a particular feature, you can like, okay, all of these have 30% off discount. It's part of the features and the benefits, right? Just list them out. So 50% off, located near Dangote refinery, fast growing, malls there, schools there, hospitals, bars. You just put some of those benefits, then put your urgency. WhatsApp class filling fast. So we don't know how long this free report will be available. We can say some of these properties are moving fast. So get the free report so you can be among the first persons to get the properties. Or you could say the WhatsApp class filling fast. We could only accommodate 257 people. Or you could say this webinar can only take, we're using Zoom, it can only take let's say 100 people or 200 people. If it's a property, you put that, okay, this offer lasts till 31st. So put some form of scarcity and then sign out, and then your call to action. So what do you want them to do? So you could say something like, click here to download, right? Then you put your link. Click here to join class. Click here to book an appointment. Click here for site inspection. So then you sign out. Sign out again. Say Realtor Malik Landway Investment. I'm just using examples. These are fictitious, or you could just say BRG. Understand? Just sign out. See you on the inside. So I don't want to give you specific words so that you just have. I just want to broaden your mind of the different angles where it can go. So let's just move on to the next one. Let's stop here. So this is an example of an ad where you're offering a free resource. Okay, before we move on, I just want to give an example of how we can put in a testimonial. You could move in and say, or you could say need more proofs. Or you could say something like, I want to hear from others. Then you put a quote of a testimonial you've gotten from one of your past clients, right? This is what Mrs. K.A. Lagos said. And just put a testimonial, right? You can say, okay, I was scammed last year trying to investment, but now I'm working with Landway Investment or realtors from Landway Investment. Now I'm working with them. I've been able to invest 3 properties, move smoothly, good customer service, blah 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 blah. Do you understand? So you just put it there. You could just say something like this. So this is just one of many more who have seen similar results from our, let's say, our service, and then you move on, right? So that's an example of a way you can bring in testimonials, proof. Instead of that, you could just say your statement, your elevator pitch, or whatever, as you've mentioned, to describe yourself, to personalize, humanize it together. I helped 37 investors in the last 5 years to invest with peace, with confidence, with profitability, blah blah blah. So these are ways you can bring in proof and testimonials. So let's move on to the next copy. Now let's assume you have an event, maybe like an open house. Instead of saying open house per se, right, which is really overflogged and most people don't relate with, we could just make it like a get together, like an event where people hang out. But then your targeting must be hot, must be tight, must be laser targets, so that you attract people who have the money, or you could contact them directly, people are influential, and then send them this message. Or your ad copy should target these people. You could get past clients and use it and target them, and target people who look like them. Attention, lucky investors. Then just move straight to the offer. Landway Investment is having a free VIP. All these big people, they don't like that free something. So let's not even go there. It's having an exclusive. When you're doing luxury, real estate investment is luxury investment, and so you avoid free as much as possible. The preferred exclusive is having, because it's free, many people will be there, but it's having an exclusive. Let's even put invite only. Let's even add this VIP get together. No, instead of that, let's party. VIP party next Saturday 5th of May by 7 p.m. Nice, very very nice. Come check out our breathtaking smart homes and enjoy free drinks and networking. Big guys, the big shots, like connecting. They live in circles, they walk in circles. And yes, we have a live band to entertain us. You could put anything, something that's catchy, but make sure you're talking to people who have luxury lifestyle. What do they do? What do they eat? What do they drink? Where do they hang out with? What do they say? Now, to make it exclusive, because they don't want to we get there and we start seeing everybody around. So it's the only way to get access is through this post. They like exclusivity. If you're in real estate, you should study the lifestyle of the big shots. The only way to get access to this event is through this post. Click this link for your VI free, because so that it's not paid. Free VIP ticket. So you could send this to your past clients. You could use your database of your past clients to target them on a Facebook ad, or even create a lookalike ad to target people similar to them. If you want, you could have a way to veto them so that you could screen them by phone call to be sure that you are bringing in hot shots, right, for your open house, people who can afford it, high net worth individuals. So click the link, to get it. Sometimes if your links are descriptive, they're also good. You see, VIP tickets. We only have, urgency must be there. We only have 21 tickets. Hurry. Then you sign out and the vest investment. Let's assume the image will be here. Headline there, you could say secure your free VIP ticket for, if I just say event, you might not know it's a party. I remember, but event this Saturday for 7 p.m. this Saturday. So basically this is just to give you a structure. You see, we didn't really mention open house, but investors will know that's what's happening here. And eventually you're coming to a get together, you come to a party, then you show them around some features of the house. And so to quickly recap, this is the anatomy. As we mentioned, first make sure you grab an attention. Try to hold them with a fact. You could use a fact, a strong fact, or a stat. People like statistics, especially if it comes from an authority or from a reliable source. You could start with questions. People like answer questions. If this fact is shocking, people will stop. If you call them out, they will stop. If you put a quote, they will stop. If you give a shocking fact or interesting stats, they will stop. If you ask a question, they will stop. Grab them in. Make sure you put something, a powerful hook. You could stimulate pain, you could incite pleasure, but it's better you stimulate pain. You don't want to lose money, you want to get your return on investment, you don't want interference from people, from communities. You want flat land that is not waterlogged, that it has good documents. You want real documents. You want documents that are verified. You want documents that are real, not fake documents. You want a good offer, good discount. So bring in the offer. Is a discount? Is a massive discount? Is there a strong bonus? So give, and also make sure you give. If you can give a short story, powerful. If you can give a testimonial, powerful. Introduce yourself. You could add that fact. I am this is what I do, this is how I can help you, this is how I have helped people over the years, and this is the number of people, and this is what they have helped. So I've helped 37 investors in the last 5 years to invest in properties with return on investment or average return on investment of so percent, and this is it. In fact, here is a statement from Mr. Adelaja, from Lekki. You then put the quote, put scarcity, put urgency, and I'm ready to work with the next 13 investors in the next this, or this is a 50% discount that expires so number of time. Put some form of urgency and put call to action. Don't just post post and click boost. No, sit down, write an ad and put a call to action. Learn more, book an appointment, download this free PDF, join the free class, get the ticket to our exclusive event, VIP event. So when they click there, you lead them to a place where they can just get a ticket or a number, take a screenshot, and then send to you a proof as a ticket, whatever it is, and then you sign out. You say Realtor Malik from BRG, from Landway Investment, from Landavest, from Rainmakers NG. Just humanize it. So if you do this with very good targeting, and I've done a video, I'll put a link in the description section below, where I take you step by step on how to craft and create high converting Facebook ad. I give you the different targeting angles, even though I will do a separate video on how to target, so that you make sure you hit a laser target to hit those people that have money and willing to buy. So with good targeting, with good creative are things like the image, videos, carousel that goes with your ad. Make sure you have good images. I'm going to do a separate video on creatives, on the best practices for ad creatives, ad images, ad videos. Good targeting, good ad copy, good creative, great offer with that great urgency. By God's grace, you should be able to have good leads coming in and meet your targets, your sales goals. Check the description section for a free gifts I have for you. And don't forget to hit the like button and stay subscribed. And now go get more leads and close more deals. I will see you in the next one.